September 2020 Planetary Transits for Leo and Leo Rising. This is an equal house chart set up for 0 degrees Leo on the Ascendant, Eastern Daylight Time, New York. We begin September 1st, 2020 with 3 retrograde planets in Capricorn in the 6th house sector. Jupiter at 17 degrees, Pluto at 22 degrees, and Saturn at 25 degrees of Capricorn retrograde. The Sun is placed in the 2nd house at 9 degrees of Virgo, along with the planet Mercury at 22 degrees of Virgo. Venus is placed at 24 degrees of Cancer in the 12th house sector. The planet Mars is at 27 degrees of Aries in the 9th house. Uranus is in the 10th house at 10 degrees of Taurus retrograde, and Neptune is at 19 degrees of Pisces in the 8th house retrograde. The moon is in Aquarius at 27 degrees in the 7th. Overview. July 23rd through August 1st birth dates, Sun in Leo at 0 to 9 degrees. July 28th through August 1st birth dates will experience transiting Uranus in Taurus square the Sun throughout 2020 and into the spring of 2021. Sudden, unexpected, and potentially disruptive are keywords of this energy. Expect the tempo of your life to speed up dramatically and bring about new growth. Sweeping changes may happen that enliven and invigorate your life. Uranus is the great awakener that sets us free from oppressive life patterns that we have outgrown but have clung to out of a false sense of security. Expect your true self, your authentic self, to come forward into consciousness and enable you to grow into a new life and a new way of being. Flexibility and going with the flow is critical under Uranus. August 2nd through August 11th, birth dates, Sun in Leo at 10 degrees to 19 degrees. August 2nd and 3rd birthdays will feel the Uranus energy as it makes a square to the Sun in Leo. See above description. Those born August 7th through August 11th will have their sidereal Sun transited by Pluto in opposition aspect in 2020. Relationships become critical under this energy, and power struggles are common. If unattached, you may draw into your life a relationship with a Pluto type, which will be intense and maybe too hot to handle. On another level, ambition is heightened and hard work intensifies. August 7th through 2nd through August 7th birthdays have Neptune trine the sidereal Sun all of 2020 and brings romantic love unions. Your personal astrological chart will indicate the possible ways this energy may manifest in your life. Generally speaking, it may bring a relationship with a Neptune type, someone who has this planet prominent in their chart of the sign Pisces strongly placed. This energy is deeply emotional and heartfelt and potentially very creative. It is also profoundly spiritual and enhances whatever psychic aptitude may be present. August 10th and 11th births will feel Saturn stationing at 25 degrees in opposition to their sidereal Sun. Saturn teaches patience with delays, obstacles, and frustrations. Guarding your health and staying safe has priority now. August 12th through August 21st birth dates, Sun in Leo at 20 degrees to 29 degrees. August 12th through 15th births will experience transiting Mars in Aries in square to their sidereal Sun all month, meaning keep your cool. Do whatever you can to find common ground with others and compromise. If not, you may find yourself locked in a battle which has egocentricity driving it. Transiting Saturn in Capricorn stationing all month by opposition to the sidereal Sun of August 12th through 15th births, in combination with Mars in square, shows a pattern of being impatient and enraged by the current state of affairs and a need to explode and lash out at restrictions. Exercise and find other ways as well to work off stress in healthy ways. and avoid destructive actions. On September 1st, Mercury trine Pluto, between houses 2 and 6, is an excellent energy under which to communicate with others at work, have meetings, present your ideas, set goals, and make long-range plans. Research is also favored. September 2nd brings the full moon, 1:23 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time at 10 degrees of Pisces in opposition to the Sun at 10 degrees of Virgo, spanning houses 8 and 2, highlighting the tension between your personal values and finances versus joint finances and the values and needs of others. The planet Uranus at 10 degrees of Taurus is making harmonious aspects to this full moon, a trine to the Sun and a sextile to the Moon from your 10th house of career. The full moon sheds light on all these life areas, and creative solutions to potential conflicts will be found under this one. Also on September 2nd, Sun trine Uranus between houses 2 and 10 is excellent for making decisions pertaining to finances and career goals. Under Uranus, we find new solutions to old issues. On September 3rd, Mercury trine Saturn between houses 2 and 6 is excellent for getting through a great deal of paperwork, since concentration and attention to detail is accentuated. This combination of planets is mathematical and favors working through the numbers in business. On September 4th, Venus square Mars between houses 12 and 9 is a frictional energy. Your peace of mind may be temporarily rattled by communication you receive either through the written or spoken word. Let it go for now and revisit the discussion later on today when Mercury sextiles Venus. On September 5th, the planet Mercury enters Libra and moves into your 3rd house. On September 6th, the planet Venus enters Leo and moves into your 1st house. On September 9th, Mars turns retrograde at 28 degrees of Aries in your 9th house. Also on September 9th, the Sun trines Jupiter between houses 2 and 6, an exceptionally positive and magnanimous energy. Use this to heal any work relationships that may have become strained. The Sun opposed Neptune on September 11th between houses 2 and 8 could produce confusion regarding personal or joint finances, as well as worry over expenses. Detach and let it go. Neptunian fears are not grounded in reality, but usually involve an imagination in overdrive. September 12th, Jupiter turns direct motion at 17 degrees of Capricorn in your 6th house. The Sun trine Pluto on September 14th between houses 2 and 6 is excellent for making changes and improvements in any life area. If self-employed, use this transformative energy to streamline and reform your business model. If working for someone else, reorganize your job environment and bring it to a greater level of productivity. Venus square Uranus on September 15th between houses 1 and 10 warns against impulse spending for emotional gratification rather than need. This energy is classic for experiencing a disruption in a relationship and attempting to make yourself feel better by spending money. September 17th brings the new moon, 7:01 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time at 25 degrees of Virgo in the 2nd house, highlighting and energizing personal values and finances over the month ahead. This new moon is harmoniously aspected by trine to Saturn in the 6th house of work, health, and the job environment. Mercury squared Jupiter between houses 3 and 6 on the same day also favors making ambitious work-related plans. If you're contending with health or employment issues, a possible solution is on its way. The autumnal equinox will occur on September 22nd at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time with the sun entering 0 degrees of Libra and moving into your third house. 3 planetary aspects that have to do with communication with coworkers and the job environment will be affecting September 20th through 24th, depending on your location. They're going to hit exactitude in different time zones at different times. They are as follows: Mercury square Pluto, Mercury square Saturn, and Mercury opposed Mars. These energies are not catastrophic, they're too short-lived, but they are frictional and annoying and not conducive to getting your ideas across. If you can avoid those dates to discuss matters of great importance, do so. On September 27th, the planet Mercury enters the sign of Scorpio and moves into your fourth house. Venus in the first house will trine Mars in your ninth house on September 28th, a great energy for travel, education, legalities, writing, and publishing. International connections may yield results. Saturn turns direct motion at 25 degrees of Capricorn on September 29th in your sixth house sector. Also on September 29th, Mars will square Saturn between houses 9 and 6, an aspect of frustrated energy having to do with career goals and plans. Yes, you will feel angry and impatient with delays, but detaching and accepting magnanimously the current state of affairs is the way to go right now.